we need to talk about pop music. Like, seriously, what the hell is going on this year? Like, this may have been the strangest year I've ever witnessed. And I know I've only been following music closely since 2017, but I have watched many videos from before 2017 was a thing, so I have been aware for a long time of different musical trends in different years, at least as far back as 2009-ish, and even a little bit earlier, but wow, music is strange. It's like anyone can get a hit. I mean, this year has been just absolutely insane. We've had so many weird things become hits, just things you wouldn't expect to become hits, and just things you just don't think about. And it's just one of those weird instances of just like people start wondering, like, how the hell is this a hit, and things like this just happen, and I've seen more and more of this stuff all year. This has probably been one of the strangest years of music I can actually remember, or ever he's witnessing firsthand or secondhand. So I started reviewing music in 2017. I didn't start reviewing music in 2017, but I started following music in 2017. And that was when Ed Sheeran's Shape of You was popular. And I liked that song at first. And I really liked it. And then I heard it a million times, and I didn't like it anymore. But I started noticing that the trends in music were very male, and the first year I really followed the charts all the way through was 2018, and that was not a good year to start reviewing music, because 2018 was not a very good year for popular music. There were some good songs, but it was overall just kind of a disgusting year. It just everything that was going on, but 2019 has been so weird. I just want to know who is making our, how things are even becoming hits anymore. Like, I'm just literally confused. Everything is just so random. I just don't get it. Like, we have the Jonas Brothers had a #1 hit. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper had a #1 country hit. I mean, Halsey's a thing now. I mean, like, our actual thing. And Khalid. That's interesting that Khalid is getting hits now. And, well, you know who else is getting hits? Billie. Okay, we need to talk about this. As of this writing, Billie Eilish's Bad Guy is now the #2 song in the country. Why? Now, I'll get into the song itself in a minute. I'm not saying that Bad Guy is a bad song. Far from it. In fact, I think it's quite a good song. But this isn't the kind of thing that gets popular. And, I mean, I understand, that there aren't things which dictate what get popular anymore. I mean, we let things get popular off memes. We have let songs, there's Vine songs, there's meme songs, there's everything that's gotten popular off everything, and I get that. It's not unheard of for songs to get popular in weird ways, and starting in 2016 maybe, was the first year that music felt like it was in the hands of consumers and not the record industry. Just solely based on streaming. And I'm not saying that the record industry still doesn't have some say in, the shitty stuff that gets popular on the radio. But I'm saying that, it's just that 2016, 2017 really opened the floodgates for anything can get popular if it gets enough streams. It's all about streaming now, and it's not about what gets popular in radio or sales. Those things do have factor. Obviously, if a song's a giant radio presence, it will still, whatever. And for instance, in certain genres like country, radio is still very prevalent. But in genres like rap and hip-hop and, well, anything that doesn't fit into the pop radio mold, it can now get popular because of streaming. And unfortunately, that led to some awful things like 6ix9ine, but it also led to some interesting things like Billie Eilish, who I think is quite talented and can get big off of SoundCloud. And let's not forget Khalid, who also has a song charting right now. And this song is the current #3 song in the country. Believe it or not, if Old Town Road didn't exist, these songs would be #1 and #2. Now, it's funny because Khalid and Billie Eilish collaborated, and Khalid has had a number of hits at this point. Khalid is a good singer. He has a soothing voice, and I like his style of music. It's kind of downbeat R&B rap. But my problem is that everyone's doing this now. Like, you've got Post Malone makes the same style of music, and people say it's rap. It's not rap. But I think Khalid's pretty good. But he and Billie both got big around the same time off the internet, and they wouldn't have existed without the internet. Now, we have to talk about the actual song, Bad Guy. Now, why this song in particular? Why is this the second biggest song in the country? For all intents and purposes, this is the biggest song in the country right now, because Old Town Road is just a weird thing that happened. I mean, without Old Town Road, I don't know if Drake or Taylor's got a shot this week, but that's not the point. The point is that Old Town Road snatched number ones from Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift with Brendan Urie. Just saying. So, Old Town Road snatching a number one from Billie Eilish is not anything. I'm just surprised Bad Guy got this high. So, I remember when it debuted, I think around number 9 off the album, and I was just assuming it was going to linger for a couple weeks and probably fall off, unfortunately, like Bury a Friend did, but, I mean, I was rooting for this song. I do like it, but it's just so goddamn weird. Now, before I get into the song itself, I do have to say, I remember it stuck around at the bottom of the top 10 for a while, and I just thought it had some good legs. Like something like Sweet But a Psycho by Ava Max, which just had good legs and just kind of stuck around at the bottom of the top 10. Something Happier by Marshmallow Bastille never got past, like, the top 5. But, of course, that was, like, a song that never went away either, which it really should have, because it's boring. But the point is that this song just kept rising, and it's not because of a lack of competition either. That's the other thing. A lot of weird stuff that's become hits I usually chalk up to, oh, there's not much competition. Like, when Seven Rings was huge, there wasn't a lot of competition, but now? Oh, God, the floodgates have been opened. Now, I understand that, we don't really know who our next pop stars are going to be. Who's going to replace all the old pop stars that are fizzling out because the music scene is changing? The only one we really have is Ariana Grande. Besides that, we have Halsey, and, I mean, Billie here is not doing pop. This is way in the alternative realm. If the pop spectrum goes from pop on this side to alternative over here, and Halsey's, like, right here, I'm pretty sure Billie Eilish is over here, and Ariana Grande's just chilling. So, you get my point. What is that? This song is weird. Like, it's just weird. I have nothing else to say about it. Now, I'll talk about the song itself, but my biggest question is, why this? Now, I've made myself out to be a Billie Eilish fan before. I do think she's really good, but Billie Eilish has other songs which I think are way better. I will talk about this any chance I get. Now, I understand why this didn't chart. This is a home production, weird, I would almost call this future bass or vaporwave. It's weird. It's weird. But, okay, this didn't become a hit, but I get why something like Ocean Eyes became popular, because it was downbeat, slow, and more of a traditional song. I understand why most Billie Eilish songs become hits. But then Bury a Friend happened, and I question everything. This may be Billie's single most upbeat and darkest song at the same time, and it plays with the minimalism. It plays with all the perfect trends of music and uses them to its advantage. Okay, this song is great. This song is fantastic. Bury a Friend by Billie Eilish. This song deserved so much better, and it might still make the year end, because it's been hanging in the lower 40s, but... And every Billie Eilish song that started is there all completely because of streaming, especially Ocean Eyes, which will randomly rebound when there's room on the charts, which is kind of weird. That is her first song, and that's the one which seems to have consistent streams, because it's like 3 years old now, and it still pops up on the Hot 100 from time to again. It's kind of like every Christmas, Mariah Carey just pops back in. I'm joking, but you get the point. But Bury a Friend is a weird, dark song. It's about suicide or insomnia or what. I don't know what it's about, but I mean, nothing like that would chart, right? Like, I understand why nothing like that would chart in the days of, you know, happy pop radio filler, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that really is interesting to me. It's not like people aren't talking about these issues in music. I'm not necessarily saying it's always a good thing when these issues get brought up in music, but I'm just saying it happens a lot, and people talk about serious mental health issues, suicide, all the goddamn time in music, and I have nothing else to say about it other than that it's been really prevalent, and I just, there's been so many, and I'm not saying all of the discussions are necessarily good or interesting, but hey, it's getting people talking, and that's important. I will acknowledge that it's getting people talking. The Bury a Friend fits right into that mold of something that could totally get popular streaming, and I'm not saying it's unsuccessful. It definitely is. It's just, I don't know. Why didn't Bury a Friend become her big hit? And Bad Guy did. I mean, Bad Guy's a weird song, and Bury a Friend is weird in its own way, but it fits the themes that have been prevalent in music in like the last 2 years. We've talked about depression, suicide, all that shit. Like, it's been common themes in popular music. By pop, I don't mean pop songs. I would not call any of this pop. I'm talking about music that is charted mainly off of streaming. I would mainly call it, like, alternative rap, I think. A lot of it I would. But the point is that, although I know it's not alternative to anything, but it's not really rap, so let's be honest here. But Billie Eilish here, Bad Guy? Hell no. This is a somewhat fun, teasing song with some, you know, interesting stuff, and this whole relationship is weird, and I mean, even she said not to take this entirely seriously, so I'm not going to delve too deep into the lyrics here, because why would I? There's literally no reason to, but this song is weird and wonky. It's just, it's like sinister, this is too good to resist kind of relationship, but I mean, I'll give it this, it's way better than S&M by Rihanna, but here's the point I have here. Like, musically, this song is weird. Like, it's got this funky kick and heavy bass, which is not that weird in modern things, but where's the trap snares? Where's the skitters? Like, that's the kind of thing you expect to see. Bury a Friend didn't have those either, but again, the subject matter of Bury a Friend and the darker sound in general feels way more on par with the other stuff we've been getting subject matter-wise, except it's the only good song about suicide didn't actually cross over. And then we have this. This is a weird drop. Like, really weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so uncanny. I mean, I kind of like it, but, like, what is this? Like, I know that's a stupid question, like, old people ask when they don't understand what music is, but, like, seriously. What do you call this? And honestly, the only answer I can have is that people are sick of hearing mumbling drone rap, and the people who are streaming music really like Billie because at least she isn't that. This song in particular, I don't know, maybe it's more digestible than Bury a Friend, but that doesn't really still explain why it's big. I don't really have any answers here. This song is good, but I mean, I'd be totally okay if it's going to number one, but it's probably not going to with Drake and Taylor coming down the pipeline, but yeah, again, there has been a lot of competition. The floodgates have been open. I'm interested how Billie Eilish, of all people, has been able to hold this spot, and I'm really interested to see if she'll be able to hang on to this spot, her Wednesday Addams aesthetic, if she decides and will remain popular, if she will have to go even more pop. I am wondering what's going to happen. Oh yeah, and there's this outro. You're not Travis Scott, Billie. Okay, bye.